Still out in Korea, you guys. Finally made it to a Nike outlet. Oh, it's on now. I don't know if this is the Nike outlet. Looks like a retail store. But yeah, let's go find out. Nike factory store, Lotte Premium Outlets, I believe. And I say that because there's 40% off a bunch of stuff right here. That's what makes me think it's an outlet, but over here it kind of looks like a retail store. They got Vomeros, 20% off. It is 20% off. 180, which is probably like 150. And you get 20% off of that. 30% off the Forrest Gump Cortez. Drops that down from like 90 to like 60 something. Other Vomeros right here, 20% off. Ooh, 40% off this one, but it is 40% off retail, 113,000 wons. That's what, like 90 bucks or something like that. Air Max DNs, 40% off retail, normally 230 down to 143, which is probably a little over 100 bucks. Air Max 90s, 127,000 wons, a little under 100 bucks. 95 for this one, so it's probably what, 80 bucks, something like that. Yeah, 50% off, so 85,000 wons for these bad boys. Is that like 70 bucks? Yeah, they do retail for 169,000. So I'm trying to do the math on that. Probably like 130, 140 probably. Do have a couple of Vaporflies on sale, 216,000 wons. Probably like 170-ish or something like that. We've seen these for way cheaper though. They got this purple colorway right here. They got Forces, they got Dunks. Regular price though, what's up with that? Jordan section right here, no premium retros though. We got a few of these, I think. No DC, no discount, is that what they mean? I don't know. They're regular price. And they got a couple going for 97,000 won, so probably what, like 85 bucks, 80 bucks? And they're okay, just not the greatest deal. This is 111. They got some Spizikes right here. They got a few things, nothing too crazy. Let's go back to some of the 40% off deals right here. Actually, I kind of want to start here because they got some, oh, I thought this was Tech Fleece. Nah, this is a Windbreaker. 113, that's after the discount. 113,000 won, that's under 100 bucks slightly. That probably makes these like 90 bucks. We got a few different colorways. I don't think anybody can beat the deals that we see at the Nike outlets in Los Angeles and the United States in general, but yeah, it's definitely interesting seeing what they have at different spots. 40% off just black fleece right here, 47,000 won. That's probably like what, 30, maybe 35 bucks. I've seen these cargo pants. I've seen these quite often at the Nike factory stores in LA. 80,000 or 87,000 wons right here. Probably about 70 bucks. Not bad if I don't know the conversions really well. When I got money this morning, or when I converted some of my money, it was 133,000 wons to $1. So you guys are more than welcome to do the math. This is probably like 60 bucks, a little under 60. Another Windbreaker jacket right here. 83,000 won, so a little under 70 bucks. Nike really been pushing these Vomeros, and I did check to see if they have any on sale, and nah, nothing on sale, nothing. All right, looks like everything on the right side, the men's section, everything on the left side right here is the women's section. In the women's section, they got these satin Forces right here, definitely interesting. 20% off retail. Retail is 149,000, so it goes down to 119, so probably slightly under 100 bucks. 30% off these, so 97,000. I think that comes out to 75 bucks. Then these bad boys right here, 20% off, 111,000, so that's like 90 bucks or something like that. Dang, that's kind of expensive. Maybe 80 something, but that's still kind of expensive. Women's section, got I think the exact same stuff on sale as the men's section. They got the Vaporflies right here, the Vaporfly Next Percent 3s, I believe. Vomeros not on sale. Pegasus plus 50% off. So yeah, 110,000 wons. I think that's like what, 85 bucks? About 85 bucks or something like that. And I remember someone saying, dang, he saw it for like 50% off and he wanted a bigger discount. I've seen this for $40. I've seen them for $47, my size. Wait, size 11, I think I saw it for $35. So like if I'm seeing it for $35, why would I pay any more than that, I don't know. Some of you guys don't watch all of my videos and you guys don't really understand the stuff that I find. You need some general purpose running shoes. Pegasus, the regular Pegasus right here with React X, 111,000. So it's at 85. I'm probably butchering all the conversions. My bad, you guys. I'm trying my best. $90 for these bad boys. So yeah, so I think that's what, 67, 70 bucks, something like that. Those are the Vomero 17s. Vomero 18s out now, so you can get really good deals on that. There's a huge difference in technology and philosophy and all that stuff. So in my opinion, I'd rather just go for the 18s, but they do have the 17s here if y'all want those. Pegasus 41s, they got them for regular price. Do they got any of the old? No, they don't even have any of the old Vomeros. I thought they'd have some on sale. No, not really. They got zoom structures if you guys need some running shoes with a lot of structure on it. 80,000 won for these, so that's what, 60 something dollars, something like that. 50% off Metcon, same price we saw in the men's. 85 or 84,000 won, or 84,500. Yeah, 84,500. That's what, 65 bucks, maybe 70 bucks. Got 40% off these. Retail price pretty much is the same, so 40% off retail, what you would find it in the US at least. Yeah, 40% off. Presentation of this spot way different from the Nike factory stores in LA. When we did go to like the regular Nike retail stores, we didn't see anything on sale, so this is definitely a factory store. This is the only thing that really stands out for me, which makes sense because I don't really see too many Koreans wearing Cortez. But yeah, these go for 60 something dollars. Not bad. 30% off retail. That's probably the best deal here so far. And in my opinion, the deal's not as good as they are in the US, but I don't know, it kind of makes sense because in the US I would think Nike sells a lot more stuff or has a lot more stuff left over. Because of that, 57,000 won for Nike running shirts right here. So yeah, that's gonna be what, $45, something like that. They got Qatar PSG, PSG warm-up type of shirts, which is pretty freaking dope. 63,000 won for that one, so it's at like 50 bucks, something like that. They got running shorts if you need some. These look like just straight up booty shorts. If you need some booty shorts, they got some of those. These on the right going for 51,000 won, so one on the left going for 75,000. Holy crap, dude, that's still like 60 bucks, and that's still 40% off. Holy crap. There is a grade school section over here. In the States, I don't think I've ever seen Vomeros in grade school. I seriously don't think I've ever seen that. That's kind of crazy. They're all going for regular price though. Cortez, 20% off retail. Got a couple of them go for 68,000 won. So that's what, 50 bucks or so. Oh yeah, because they're kids, they're a little bit cheaper. So yeah, a little over 50 bucks, and they got these 51,000 won. So these are under $40, 40% off. In grade school, they got these Air Forces going for 40% off, 83,000 won. So you get, what's the conversion on that? What, 70 bucks? A little under 70 bucks. Mero's 20% off, 20% off right here as well. 103,000 won. So what's that, like 80 bucks? Maybe this is a Nike Unite store, because they do have a lot of retail stuff. I don't see any releases though, because some of the Unites will have releases and stuff like that. This is how big the Nike outlet is. I'll just call it a Nike outlet. I think it's a Nike outlet. Pretty big selection. Looks way different. I'm gonna hit up a few more outlets. I don't know, maybe this is a Unite store. I don't know, but we'll find out. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. In the meantime, we'll look around some of the other stores, because this is, I think, the Lotte Premium Outlets. They do have a New Balance. I believe this is a factory store. Let's find out. These fools wrote 20 to 50% off. This is a premium outlet, but so the presentation definitely better than most other spots. Most other outlets, that is. Sizing is definitely going to be a pain because they use that weird millimeter system. This is the last pair section right here, clearance section. Apparently you get 20% off. Is it 20% off the original price or already reduced price? This looks like a 574, but this does look like a, what's that one version? It's like a different version. Why am I forgetting on the name? 574 rugged. 574 rugged, because the outsole looks a little bit thicker. Material on this seems fantastic. Fantastic, but it looks like it's just 20% off. Retail price, yeah, 20% off retail. So yeah, 120,000 won, so about $100. That's definitely more expensive than in the United States. 515. Oh, that one's 50% off. So yeah, these will go for 49,000 won. So that's probably like $40. So under $40. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So here it's gonna depend on the item. 30% off these. These look like 574s. It says 373. And it's a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. And a little less cushioning on the bottom. They look like 574s though. I'm not really familiar with these 373s. Haven't seen these too many times, to be really honest. This is 59,000 won, so slightly under $50 for that one. That's not bad. These are definitely 574s. Extra pink. This is a better color, maybe. I like that long-haired suede. 97,000 though. 97,000. That's like what, $80, something like that. Yeah, the prices are a little bit higher for the most part. These are also 97,000, about $80. I'm not. Oh, the U.S. sizes are on here. Okay, 7.5. Got more right here. Feels like that's the only thing I'm showing you guys. This is 97,000 as well. I was like, are these some 1080s? No, they're not. Fresh foam. I think are these some more fresh foam X or something? I don't know. But these are 100,000 won. So that's like what, $80, something like that. 550s right here, size 9. Finally in some of the bigger sizes, 89,000 won. So what is that, like $70, $75, $73? I like these. I really like these 574s right here. I love that color on that one. Material's really nice. 99,000 won, a little too much. These are size 9.5. Yeah, that's about what, 80,000, 75,000? 50%. This is what I'm talking about. 50% off. 50,000 for these. These are 373s. I kind of like the look of those. I like a little more cushion though. 49,000. So that's what, like $40, something like that. Finally getting to the bigger sizes. 10.5, 20% off. Those bad boys right here. 97,000. Size 11. It's only 30% off. And look at this, size 10.5, 11, the biggest size. Size 11 is the biggest size here, dude. Holy crap. These 574s look interesting. Like extra rugged. That's a better color, maybe. Also a better price. 119,000 won. Yeah, I'm good on that, dude. 119,000 won. It's like $100, something like that. You know, like almost all 574s. I didn't really see too much else. Like what is this? 2002R. I don't know, I didn't recognize it from the other side. But yeah, these are pretty decent, but price a little bit higher. 101,000 won, so 80 something. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad, my bad. We got a few of those in a few different sizes. The reason why I showed you guys a lot of prices. Look at this. What is this? What is this? New Balance? Come on, you guys. Really? Like, what's all this mess? Really? All right, let's see what's going on in the aisles over here. I guess they play a lot of tennis. I guess they do play a lot of tennis. I don't even know what the hell these are called. 139,000 won. These normally go for 200,000, which is what, like 260 or something like that. So yeah, this is going for like 110, 115 probably. Did I say 260? I'm at 160 or something. I don't know. My math is so off today. All kinds of 550s. These are what? 80,000. So what is that? 50. I don't know how much that is. What's that, like $65 or something? These are cheaper. These are under $60. I got a few of them right here as well. These are the highs. Back to lows. And got another one right here. Those are going for what? $75? Got some 996s. Apparently that is one of the best apparently. And yeah, that's going for what, 120-ish. Another one of the best right here. At least that's under $100. It's probably like $90. Got a few 515s right here. More 997s. Seems like they're going for around $80 a piece. This one right here. Why does these 574s look a little different? Is it just the material and stuff? I swear these 574s look different. I don't know. Is it Is it lifted a little bit? I don't know. Something looks different about them. They're going for about $100. And then I feel like I've seen this one. Is the back cap different? Something's different. I don't know. But yeah, these are going for what? $80, 75, 78. Made in the USA, 990s. Going for like 160-ish. No, that's about like 150. I think 150. These are like 165, 170. Funny because it says made. It's made in the USA, but it says made right here. That's funny. The 996s right here look like better versions of the 574s. Material's just fantastic on these. 207. That's like 155. Got another colorway right here. Decent amount of walking today. Not crazy like the other days. Did throw on Invincible Run 3s. I had people commenting on my Instagram, why did you take your Invincible? Of course I took my Invincible Run 3s, fools. I've been talking about how freaking comfortable they are. I wore Jordans a few days here and there, but yeah, I've been wearing these. It's my daily driver most of the times. Then I did wear a t-shirt as well as some cargo shorts. I was gonna wear a basketball jersey, but we met with my mom's family, and she was like, hey, can you like wear a t-shirt? I was like, all right, man, whatever. I can be boring like y'all, whatever. New Balance, hella packed. Would definitely don't see that in the States. And one thing I've learned, some of the malls, or most of the malls in Korea, just crazy huge. Yeah, they're crazy, way bigger than most of the States. They also got Skechers, also a Vans outlet. A spot's called Dynafit, secret company I've never heard of. Sports apparel as well. Umbro, soccer apparel as well as soccer shoes. Then is this another Lotte store? What the hell is this? It's like the old school mall format where they have a bunch of different stores in the same area. I think it is. That includes 3 more stories of shopping over here. Then in my previous videos, I showed you guys how they have 2 Nike stores in one mall. They have a Nike factory store down there with kid stuff, and then they have another Nike store right here. And this is Nike Kids, it looks like. They have a bunch of kid stuff. Maybe this is an outlet? I don't know, but the prices don't really seem that great. Do got Jordan 4s right here in a grade school. Don't seem to have that many sizes though. What was this called? Dang it, I forgot what this is called. I forgot what the green was called. They do got the 5s on sale. Obviously it's just grade school exclusive 3s right here. 151,000 wons, which I think is like what, 130, 120, about 120. Maybe it's like 110. I don't know. They got preschool ones right here, going for, it looks like 20% off. Yeah, nothing crazy. I don't know if this is a factory outlet or not. Got some stuff on sale, some not. But I guess it was like that downstairs as well. This is the 3rd Kangol store that I've seen in the past week. Apparently Koreans are into Kangol. Then another New Balance store, but this is a New Balance Kids as well. So now I'm thinking about it, maybe this inside area is for kids, that other area is for grown-ups. Maybe that's it, because I see a lot of kid stuff in the middle as well, but these are all separate stores. Like at Macy's, it just looks like different sections, but yeah, these are all different stores. That's kind of how they do some of the old school malls here. Yeah, this spot definitely geared towards kids because they even have a video game store right here called Super Play. Surprised my kiddo's not here. I don't think he knows this section is right here, that's why. I'm checking out the video game place. It's really interesting because look at this. No wires, no nothing. You know, not like you could use these if you take them because you don't have the dongle, but I don't know, I feel like in the States people would steal these. Oh, look at this. Like the fact that people haven't stolen them. Look, all the buttons are present. If you guys have ever gone to a Best Buy, you know what the hell I'm talking about. And I doubt anybody really needs the buttons. Fools just steal stuff just to steal stuff in the States because people are dumb as hell. And unfortunately, we got to deal with that. Not one keyboard missing a key, just kind of crazy. Checking out some of the prices just so you guys have a perspective on prices in general. I do have one of these at home, or my kiddo does at least. Kiddo does have one of these, and that's the current version. We have the black one, but yeah, I think we paid. I think our retail was like 120, 130, and we paid 100. And yeah, these are going for like probably like 130-ish, and that's on sale. It was normal like 150th. Now it's going for like 130-ish. Yeah, look at that. Like nothing's tied down. They have all the stuff. People don't steal stuff left and right. That's just crazy. Got a couple of these at home. I think we have the V2s. Yeah, we definitely didn't pay no like $160. Maybe we did. I don't know. I don't think I paid that much. I don't remember. The G923. This is going for, what is that? 400 bucks? About $400. I think the retail's 450 on this, which would be similar to that. But yeah, we've seen this for what? We've seen this for like under 300, right? I think we've seen these for under 300 in the States. Can't find how much the retail on the PS5 is, or the Switch 2 or the Xbox. They don't have the retail prices sitting around. One thing I have noticed is like when they do have discounts definitely aren't as steep as they are in the US. That's one thing that I'm noticing. I don't even know if they sell those Switch lights anymore. Do they still sell those? Do they still sell those anywhere? I don't know. But yeah, those are going for a little under 200 bucks. Finally found one of the prices for the PSP. This is a PSP 5. I'm trying to remember what that retails for. That's like $840 or something like that. $840. I think these retail for, how much does retail for? $799?
Like $7.99.
$7.99. So it's like $40 more than the US. I guess that's not too bad. And it could be that they're not selling it for retail as well, because this isn't like a huge chain or anything. Okay. Did I say PSP 5? No. PS5. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. PS5 Pro. Alright guys, we finally hit up a Nike outlet out in Korea. It was kind of weird because it's a factory store. And Nike does have a lot of factory stores in Korea. They also have a bunch of Unite stores. And it seems like where you get the really, really good deals is the Unite stores. I did hit up a couple. I do have a couple coming up. I didn't notice something weird until I came back to the States. But even on the Nike website, it shows all Nike stores, and then you can actually choose value stores. So you can choose like the discount stores, and it only shows the Nike Unite stores, which I thought was really interesting. It doesn't show the typical factory stores. I even hit up another factory store after this, and they had deals, but it just wasn't the same. I don't think it was the same as the Unite stores. The Unite stores look like the factory stores out in the States. It has the back wall with, I think it had 25% off, had the back wall that had the regular aisles, that type of stuff. So if you go to Korea, make sure you hit up the Nike Unite stores. Look that up on the website, the Nike website. And so I did the exact same thing with Los Angeles, and I did look up the value stores, and it showed all the factory stores out here. So it seems like there's a different setup. Nike does that with different cities, different states, different countries. Like out here, we have Nike community stores. They don't have community stores out in Florida and stuff. They do have Unite stores out there. They don't have any Unite stores in Los Angeles area. They do have one, I think Carlsbad, they just changed one. So it seems like they do stuff regionally, like depending on what works in different states, different countries, that type of stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I do have a couple more videos coming up. I'm gonna be out in LA this weekend. Yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, happy 4th of July if you live in the States. And yeah, I got plenty coming. See you guys next one. Peace.